It's Monday morning, 9:52. I just delivered a load, my coil. Had to I'm completely empty right now. I delivered over here on my right, hanging down close to the river, Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, lots of coal trains. Coal train. My load wasn't supposed to deliver until 10 o'clock, but I arrived, I want to say it was 8:45, and I got in right away, but it took a few minutes for them to. I was just standing there next to my deck, trying to look as patient as possible. My gloves on the flatbed, waiting for them to pull the coil off my deck, and they eventually did. And I'm just parked slightly down the street on a gravel area. This is where I've been here before, and you can see kind of where I'm backed into. It's next to the train tracks, but I'm like a good 15-20 feet away from it, so I'm not a hindrance. And you can see gravel and then the road on the right side, so I'm blocking nobody here. I'm always self-conscious about hindering anybody else's pathway or performance. I had to leave Sunday. It's like 4.5 hours from the Madison yard to this location, and I didn't, with daylight savings time just starting, I didn't want to get up at 4 in the morning and then come here, because that would have really been like getting up at 3 in the morning, what my body's used to. So I decided not to do that and left Sunday, and around 4 p.m. and drove for about 3 hours. So I had like a little over an hour and a half to come here this morning, and there was fog, and now I just wait for a new assignment. And I don't recall last time I came here where I went, but this was very early on in my solo career, coming here the first time, and it was kind of nerve-wracking in the sense that the directions on how to get here is kind of out of the ordinary. Down this street, you can get out this way. I see most trucks go out along this road here and back out the way they came. But you can, I remember last time I went that way. And there's a, what I call a low bridge. And it's got warning signs on it. But if I had a 13-foot, if I had a regular high cab, I wouldn't make it under there, but my truck made it fine. It's just a tight corner. You're going underneath this train trestle, and it's a tight corner on the other side, and it's really only got room for one vehicle at a time to go through there, so as long as there's no other cars, it's not an issue. So that's my Monday morning. We'll see what we get next. I'm due back, as I always said, Friday by midnight. We get an automated message when we start driving to let us know when we're due back. And mine always say that I'm due back on Friday at midnight, no later. But that's not always the case. So it's just kind of a heads up of what their plan is, not to keep me out for the weekend. But that doesn't always mean that. So I'm not really sure why it's actually sent, because I know I'm a come home on weekends driver, a regional driver. I would think that would only suit the purpose of if, let's say I started late in the week, like on a Wednesday, if they were going to send that message, the benefit part would be if it's not coming home that same Friday. If I'm coming home the next Friday, that's when I see it's useful to let me know, oh, we're planning on keeping out for the weekend. But it's kind of humorous in the sense that every time I start out on Sunday or Monday, I get this message saying I'm coming home on, we're going to get you home on Friday. And it's like, yeah, I know. Let's all cross our fingers. Anyway, see what we get next. It is 7 o'clock in the evening. The sun is setting. And I'm at the kind of truck stop I like, the quiet ones. This is like the mom and pop. I don't even know if this is classified as a truck stop. They just happen to have enough space to park trucks. I am near Springfield, Missouri, and I'm hauling stone going to Lowe's. I'm not sure exactly what this ring is on the top, but it made it kind of interesting to try to secure this. It's palletized freight, so I've got a trip chain on the front and back. And that's to prevent forward or rear movement in case of emergency, or help anyway. But you can kind of see the it's got a variety of different stones or brick or, I don't know, concrete squares, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I use these cardboard edge protectors. I think I got them from a drywall place. I ended up with them after I dropped off the drywall. I had all these cardboard edge protectors, so I use them when the need arises, because these concrete form, these concrete bricks can do some damage to your straps if you're not careful. The load has been really fine the whole trip down here. I've got 4.5 hours to go tomorrow. And I was going to go about 20 more minutes down the road to what I determined was a Walmart. But because the truck stop in Springfield, Missouri, which is that direction, there's a truck stop, but it's only got space for maybe 10 to 15 trucks. And since it's a designated truck stop, I didn't want to chance it this late at night. By the time I got there, most likely they'd be full. And I'm almost out of time, so I didn't want to risk it. You gotta be careful, I could be stepping in mud. Anyway, so I selected a Walmart that I saw had plenty of trucks parked on it, according to Google Maps. So I'm like, well, that's what I'll aim for. It's only 10 minutes from that truck stop. And this is 20 minutes from that Walmart. Because I was traveling down and I'm like, you know what? This looks like a nice quiet place where I can get some sleep, check the load, and yeah, this is some pretty country out here. Doesn't have enough hills, but hey, I live in Illinois where there's no hills already, so, but being from Washington State, that's what I like to see. So you can see there's a gravel road that goes around the back side of this, but on this side we have beef hanging out, nice open ground if you're looking for a law firm. Yeah, so I've actually seen people mowing their lawn today, and I thought, oh crap, spring's here and allergies will start up, and I'll have to start mowing my lawn when I get home. No, I won't. I'll have one of my kids do it. But yeah, times are changing. Daylight savings time, I don't think I like it. So anyway, I ran my truck through the Maverick wash at the Madison, Illinois yard prior to starting my journey on Sunday. And this place where I picked up this stone, we had to pull over to the side of their driveway area in order to do the strapping. And needless to say, it was really muddy, and it had deep mud holes. And It was like this, but like 100 times worse. You know, it had standing water in it. Anyway, boring stuff. That's it for today. I'll drop this off at Lowe's in about 4.5 hours tomorrow. I'm not even supposed to drop it off until 10, so I'll get there shortly after 10, based the way I plan my day, and see where we go from there. I'm basically in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's Bryant, Arkansas, I want to say it is. And but I am north. I'm about 20 minutes, well, probably a little bit less than 20 minutes north of Springfield, Missouri right now. And time to get back in the truck and pop in a movie, because there ain't nothing else to do. You know, when you're a truck driver, you're either driving or watching movies or reading books, maybe. If I had I need to do some research, because I saw an individual that had a antenna mount that looked like it was meant to go on the truck and not just something made up. And they had a satellite antenna covered in a black dome on one of my previous videos, and I really want to look into that, because I think watching TV is a little bit more entertaining than watching movies I've seen 100 times. So it would be a small investment, but it may be worth it. So we'll see. We shall see.